Our next guest I want to introduce is a congressman. He's an Ohio congressman. He joined the Army, entered West Point, served in the 101st Airborne, the 75th Ranger Regiment, and in Congress, he's fighting for government small enough to fit inside of a constitution. That's what I heard. I heard Ohio, your constitution is like, it's like a book size, and then ours is very small, right? Which opens it up for crazy agendas that do not respect parents' rights. So if that's what this congressman's for, I'm in favor of just like, let's limit government, right? And give rights back to parents that God gave those rights in the first place. He's been a warrior, co-sponsor of the Life at Conception Act, and has fought to protect life on many fronts, including a recent amendment to the defense budget to ban use of Department of Defense funds for the murdering of children inside the womb. He's also fighting to stop chemical and surgical procedures on children intended to permanently disfigure the sex that God gave them. He's also a strong proponent of banning biological males from playing in girls' sports. Let us give a welcome to Congressman Warren Davidson.
Hey, thanks for the introduction. God bless America. What an awesome crowd. Thank you all for taking your Sunday afternoon out to defend our way of life, because that's really what's at stake right here. It is a time, when when I was in high school, Ronald Reagan rode a train up Western Ohio, and I got to see him. I was 14, and one of the sayings that he said was that freedom's never more than one generation away from extinction. And it sounded like hyperbole at the time. Political speech, a little bit of an overstatement. The Cold War was going on, though, and it was a real stark contrast between our way of life and another way of life. But in our lifetime, look at how much things have changed. And a lot of it's changed because we no longer have a government small enough to fit within the Constitution. We can afford a government that size, and you can tell that we're not affording it, right? So we have to build our way back towards a government small enough to fit in a Constitution. We need to do that within the Constitution. And the way we do that is by participating. Look, we have a republic, but only if we keep it. Ben Franklin was famously asked, "What have you wrought?" He said, "A republic if you keep it, if we the people keep it." And we are truly the land of the free, but only if we remain the home of the brave. And it's getting to the point where it's a brave act to be present at events like this, to speak out online, to make your voice heard in your own community, and in some cases to run for office. Look at how people are targeting one another for political speech. And when you look at the speech that's being targeted today, it's the people that want to defend our way of life, that want our government to stay small enough to fit within the Constitution. Well, in Ohio, we have a unique problem. Well, not entirely unique, but certainly one of the easiest to amend constitutions in the country. Only 50% plus one vote changes our Constitution. That's been done more than 170 times. Now, it should be harder to change our Constitution, and it should be, the 50-50 issues should be decided by the legislature. We do have representatives. We hope that they fight and represent us, but the Constitution is meant to be a more enduring document. The Constitution isn't the thing that grants us our rights. It's the thing that restricts the government to protect our rights so that our God-given natural rights are not infringed by a government that we granted some limited authority. And we shouldn't see the corruption of that mindset, but that's what's at stake when you make it so easy to amend our Constitution. So I hope you'll join me in voting yes on issue 1. I hope you'll join me in telling your friends and neighbors to vote yes on issue 1. And then I know you're going to continue with me to oppose these folks that are working to put initiative after initiative that wants to fundamentally remake America. They want to corrupt our country, our way of life. They want to use our own government to destroy our country from within. And that's what's going on today. We have to stand up and take our country back and make it fit once again inside our Constitution. With God's help and by God's grace, we can do it. God bless you all for being here today, and God bless this great country.